Basically, I just want to go over what people like about Seesmic, what I'm hearing. Danny Brown, a good friend of mine, wrote a blog post, and he kind of talked about Seesmic a little bit. One great thing about Seesmic is that you can have multiple accounts, multiple Twitter accounts in there if you want. In addition, you can have Facebook, which is kind of cool. If people want to update their statuses on Facebook, it's great for that. It just seems to be a lot quicker on my, and I have a MacBook Pro. It's actually really easy to use once you get the hang of it. You can have multiple columns, okay? You can close columns, open columns. It's really intuitive. So, with that, I will just jump in and show you some of these features that I just mentioned, okay? So what you can do is right up here at the very top, I'm just using this for Facebook and Twitter, but you can easily add multiple accounts and kind of flip between the two, okay? We'll get into how to add accounts in a later video, but I just want to go over the main kind of top level features of Seesmic, okay? The other great thing about it that a lot of people like is that you can have columns, okay? So what I actually have two different types of columns here, okay? One is a column by user, okay? So this is where you go in and you literally add people that you think might be relevant to whatever, you know, kind of grouping you want to put people in, okay? The other type of group or list that you can create is not based on actual people that you're adding, but based on a keyword. So you go in, you search, you know, a hashtag or whatever. I happen to have NP Tech right here because I'm interested in folks that are talking about nonprofit technology. This is a great way to find new people within your space. This is a great way to kind of closely watch folks that you have relationships with, that type of thing, okay? Now the user lists are actually organized right here. They're really easy to get around. These are user lists, okay? Right here. So there's the user list, and again, this is defined by adding specific people to a group. Then the searches, you can just get to it right here. You can take, by the way, you take these groups, or columns I should say, I'll call them columns, and you can kind of move them over, okay? And you're kind of adding them over into this section, which is basically the columns. This is where you want to have your columns right here. This is kind of the home base, like the home area, and you can navigate around here, okay? So if you click on any of these right here, whether it's a user list or a search, okay, which is the same idea, okay, it's going to load it right here, and then you can then add it to the right. So you can organize groups over here. This is your home base. Say if you want to start posting on Twitter, you want to see everybody, automatically you're going to see this whole list of people right here, okay? Basically these are all your friends on Twitter. At the very bottom of the page, you're going to notice replies, direct messages, an archive, favorites are now added in Seesmic, and you can do a lookup on people, okay? So if you click on replies, bump, this is going to show you everybody that is either replying to you or happening to mention, they happen to mention you within a post on Twitter, okay? Direct messages, pretty straightforward, and then, so that's going to load everybody in your direct messages, and that is pretty much, at a very high level, what people like about Seesmic.